Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday, April 8th, 2016, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Yeah, we had a crappy day today. Um, Very discouraging after, we saw a loss of such huge profits yesterday, even though we ended up closing out $20,000 positive yesterday. I bitched and complained about that. Was within 20 minutes of where we got out, it was at positive 65,000. So that didn't feel like a winning day. But today, it wasn't a matter of giving up profits. We just gave up money. We had negative $3,000 on the close yesterday, and by the time we got out today, we closed out negative over 6,000, and that was with only 3 positions. So that was not a great way to start the day. But then on top of it all, we got into 9 new positions. Only 2 are positive, 7 are negative, and we're holding negative just over $9,000 in negative trades. So that's a bad day. Add that up, that's negative $15,000. That's not real great, and starting to erode the profits we did have from yesterday. So it's just very difficult. And you look at the chart here, the Dow, and I think you can see why this is difficult trading. This thing is tending to go up one day and down the next, up one day and down the next. That's a very difficult pattern for us to trade, and also for Trader Bob to call. I did break my losing streak today. I called the Dow up, and technically it did close up. It closed up 35 points today, but it still didn't feel very good, and it wasn't the kind of up that I would have liked to have seen. You can see here what happened. Dow opens up and it just screams. I thought it was going to go to the moon, after 15, 30 minutes. This thing's just going, going, going. And of course, this is always a dangerous open for us, because when we get an open like this, we're going to buy a bunch of stuff up here, and if it keeps going, that's great. We make a lot of money. If it doesn't follow through from this point up here, we start to lose it. And of course, it hooked, and so just about everything we had went negative. And this is a very bad pattern for us. We don't like to see it. It happened today. So in spite of the fact that the Dow closed positive 35 points, which is way down here, I don't know. I think it might have been up 125, 150. I can't remember exactly where it was, but it was basically almost a sell-off day, in spite of the fact that it ended positive and certainly started very positive. So we have negative trades. That's the bottom line. So we closed out negative, and we're carrying negative. I'll show you just a couple. Oh, I gotta show you this one. It's just kind of is symbolic of the kind of problems we're having. This is TTPH, Tetraphase Pharmaceuticals. It's not one of my favorite stocks, but we had bought this 2 days ago here, and it just kept going very nicely, and then it popped up. Yesterday we got out of this with $4,500. I mean, that was really good. Wish we could have just held on to it. It kept going and we got re-entered here. And then it got up here and it failed. Basically, might have closed just minimally against us, but it still didn't look bad at that point. And then this morning, thing actually gaps up a little bit. We're actually profitable on this trade, and then the thing just sinks and sinks, and by the time we get out of it, we're negative $3.7 thousand. So, we make $4.5 thousand here and give back $3.7 thousand here. That's not the kind of trading we like to see, and very frustrating. And this whole thing going up and going down is kind of the way all our markets have been doing lately, and it's hard to trade. I'll show you one other here that this kind of mirrors what happened to us today. This is Navistar. Big gap up this morning, and we ended up buying up here pretty close to the high, I think, and then it just fails all day. This pretty much mirrors the Dow here, and we're long way up there, and it sells off the rest of the day. So we're negative just over $2,000 in Navistar, but we're still in. We're holding it. So who knows what's going to happen on Monday. Anyway, not a very great way to end the week, but hey, we're traders. We have these kinds of days. We got to be able to live with them. So you guys have a great weekend. I am going to have a good weekend. I'm moving. I'm going to get up to my eyeballs and cardboard boxes and going through old crap I haven't looked at in 5 years. Not an inspiring weekend, but I am not going to let either the markets or my moving get me down. We'll be back here online on Monday.